do one of these. Hello and welcome, everyone. We're at the top of the hour, and welcome to my LinkedIn Live session. We're talking about LinkedIn Live streaming. And one thing we all know is that video, right now, video is the most powerful form of content. There's no two ways about it. Video shows that you're human. It builds trust, relationships, connections. And in next week's session, I'm even going to show you the ease and joy of repurposing live video content for posts, articles, short form, long form video, all of that done for you. Branding, reach, impact, influence, which is huge right now in 2024. But today's question, what's really important right now, is live streaming for you? Is live streaming for you? So welcome. My name is Elizabeth, and I'm glad to have you here. I see you're all coming in now. This is great. You can drop the comment. Let me know if you can see and hear me and where you're listening in from, And today, as I mentioned, we're going to talk about live streaming. What is your comfort level with video, live video? And what about social media in general? I mean, I know that many like to put people into categories and base this on generational data, right? Boomers versus Gen X, millennials. I mean, my daughter, who's 6, I don't think she can imagine a world without social media ever. I mean, I can imagine conversations we'll have when she's a teenager that will just curl her hair. Others say, video and live streaming, it's a personality thing. Or maybe it's introvert versus extrovert. Well, hi, I'm Elizabeth from Talk with ECM, and today we're jumping into the topic of live streaming, specifically LinkedIn live streaming, and how you can leverage live streaming to grow your business, boost your brand, and create connections and content that belongs to you. It doesn't belong to your company. It doesn't belong to your employer. It doesn't belong to someone else. It's yours, and you get to take that with you. Isn't that awesome? Right. So who's here today? I'm going to be looking around, looking at who's here in the comments. Who's here today? I know. Let me see this is not going live for me. I know we have some CEOs here, some leaders. Go ahead and say hi in the comments so I can see your name. I'd love to connect with you. Great. And well, yeah. Something's going strange. But anyway, so we are going to talk about what would be the biggest win for you. What do you want from live streaming? Are you live streaming curious? Is there something that you think it can give you that you don't already have? Maybe more reach, impact? Go ahead and drop something in the comments. I'm just going to open up on my phone here so I can see your messages a little bit faster. There we go. So what is it that live streaming, is it branding? Do you want to have a stronger brand, more reach, more clients, cash flow, influence? I mean, there's a lot there, right? I know it. But who am I? I'm listening in live here from Vienna, Austria. And if we haven't met before, I'm a verbal branding expert. Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and I help my clients show up and speak up as confident leaders of people, processes, or ideas. And I'm pushing 10 months on LinkedIn live streaming, plus years of previous experiences with video and audio training. And today's big question, what we're going to get to the bottom of this together, what can live streaming do for you? What can live streaming do for you? Now, I already asked, that's our kickoff question, and I already asked what you hope it could do for you. And there really are a lot of benefits. So let's start out with the benefits, right? I love to talk about benefits. The benefits of live streaming. And I'm going to tell you there's tons. As I'm already only Not even a year into it, I'm already reaping the rewards. But today, I'm going to pick three. And you can already, while I'm talking through this, drop some of your ideas or what you've gained in the comments, because I'd love to read that as well. Let me just take a drink. So, the first benefit I want to talk about today is reach and connection. Reach and connection. I mean, live events, they're exciting, right? There's something about a live event and sending out the invites to people. Come to my live event. It's not, oh, here's a link to watch an old video. Like, here is a live event. Even if it's already happened in the past, it's watching concerts or stand-up comedy. There's some special energy that's present with a live event, isn't there? And that's not number 2. I'm still on number 1, reach and connection, that excitement, and they're interactive. Live events are interactive, and it can be interactive in 2 ways. One, I can hear from you, so you, or when you do it, you can hear from your community. And when someone makes a comment, or when I've made a comment on other people's lives events and they call out my name, there's just something, there's something exciting about it, isn't it? It's like, oh, they can see me, they can hear me, it's real. I'm a sucker for that. I find it, maybe I'm just a fangirl at heart. Yeah. And the other thing that's really great about reach and connection that live streaming can do for you is create a library of video content. And the truth is, so a library, so the more often you do, and that's something Michelle was talking about, consistency, showing up every week, every month, whatever your pattern is, to do that time and time again, to build up that library of video content, because people respond to video. People respond to video. There are tons of people posting. Actually, there are more people just scrolling around on platforms like LinkedIn and YouTube consuming. Fewer people post. Even fewer people do video. So if you're doing video, you're just going to suddenly rise to the top, rise to the top. I think it's 1% create content, and of that 1% of users, only 1% do video. So it's pretty easy to stand out. And with video, when we see that, especially live video, it's easy to get that feeling of know, like, and trust. Yeah. Know, like, and trust. You're showing up as a real human, reaching out, starting conversations. And from personal experience, after seeing me in video, when we meet, people feel like they already know me, even if it's the first time we met. And for sales, or if you want to find new clients, you know, probably from experience, you need a lot of touch points before getting to that yes, before making that big deal. So why not through video? Another one I'd like to highlight, another huge benefit I find from live streaming, is workflow ease. Workflow ease? What are you talking about, Elizabeth? Hold on a second. Listen to me here. So, live video, it isn't about being perfect. It isn't about having a studio background or perfect editing or B-roll shots, if you know anything about video and editing. It's not about that. It's about showing up prepared. It's raw. And LinkedIn doesn't even let you edit it that much. There's a little trimming at the beginning and the end, but that's it. That's it. So instantly, no editing bottleneck. People don't expect it to be perfect. It's not perfect. The focus is on the content. The focus is on the value. And that's what you deliver. And that's what people know you for, not for the shiny, sparkly backgrounds or filters. So let's talk about this library of content, which I mentioned in point 1. That is so easy to repurpose. You can have long and short form video that you can reuse elsewhere. Posts, you can pull quotes from a conversation you're having. You can create quote posts, infographics. You can even pull out the text from what you've said, the script of what you said, and create articles in 1/4 of the time, because you're no longer creating content. You're just repurposing or rewriting or rinse and repeating the same content. So once you do that live video, 3/4 of the work is done for you. 3/4 of the work is done for you. Doesn't that sound awesome? All right. Am I back? Are we here? I see 5 people showing up. Can you see me? Can you hear me? This is really tricky. What is going on? Why can't I? Hmm. Yes. Yes, I'm back. Here I am. I am back on YouTube. What is going on with this page? No, here I am. I'm back. Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and I'm back. And that was 25 minutes of drama. Okay, it was like 3 minutes, but it felt like 25. Felt like 25. All right, so let me see if you can see me on LinkedIn. Looks like no. It looks like you can't. I'm going to try and leave and come back. It says I'm live, but YouTube, what is LinkedIn doing? Right? This is so tricky. This is so tricky. I see you. I'm back. I'm back. Oh my gosh. Here I am. No, I'm not. Where am I? Oh, this is so difficult. Can you hear me? Draw me a comment. All right, let's see. What's happening? Can you see and hear me? Okay, so there was a comment from me. And let's try a refresh. It's not happening. I see a lot of people who want to be here, who are listening and trying to be here. And I'm trying to be here too, but it's just not working. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do, because YouTube is behaving nicely. I'm going to go ahead and get a link for that if you want to jump over. LinkedIn, I don't know if you can hear me. It looks like no. I'm not sure how to troubleshoot that, but I will. That's what I'm about. I don't want to. So I see what the problem is. I see what the problem is. And so what we're going to do. All right, we are starting fresh. We are starting fresh, trying to get into LinkedIn directly with a fresh refresh and start. Do you see and hear me? Let's see how this is cooking. Can you see and hear me? I already put some notes there, right? Good. Good, good, good. I'm getting some messages. We can hear you. I'm coming through now. Yeah. All right. Sorry, that was a little bit loud. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right. Excellent. That was a bit exciting, wasn't it? Oi, oi, that was exciting. All right, so leap day only happens once every 4 years. And here we are. I'm just leaping around the channels, apparently, struggling to keep it connected. This means I'm going to have to do a little bit of editing. So great. I got a message. You can see and hear me. I appreciate that. You might need to do a refresh on your screen. At least I had to on mine. And I don't see me anymore. So what I'm going to do, this is a conundrum. I am going to continue going through my material and sharing important information for you. Please drop notes in the comments and I will publish this video. As I said before, you can repurpose video. So even when it's live, even when it's bumbly, I can edit out those bumbly bits and reuse it as a long form content. So you can still get that material and I will send it directly to you. I will send it directly to you. I'm coming through now. Good. Let me see. I'm jumping in to see you now live. Good. Excellent. Let me make sure. Whoops. Don't want that. Great. So you can see me, you can hear me, and let me get back to my notes. So what I was talking about, was workflow ease. It doesn't have to be perfect. Case in point, this is not perfect. This is very far from perfect. I'm even going to say that. It's even stopping. Oh, what is happening? No love today. No love today. So this is very far from perfect, but it doesn't matter. It's raw. And this is going into my library, right? So yeah. And when I create a video from this video, I'm not starting from scratch. I don't have to write a script. There are no blank screens for me to worry about and sweat over. There's no blank page to stare at. So we're going to be here and we're going to be live. And you can't see me. Yes. Can you hear me at least? This is dramatic. This is dramatic. Well, YouTube seems to be doing well now. I'm going to share the link for that. So if you want, you can jump over here. I had a friend who posted these links before she started so that people knew automatically if something happened weird, she could do it right away. But yeah, good. So you could jump over there to see and to hear me because that seems to be working, which is a positive thing. That's the benefit of streaming via two channels. Now we are 20 minutes into this. I lost a bit of time, but here we are, moving right along. And what I'd like to do now is to talk about the one last benefit of LinkedIn live streaming is it's free. It costs $0, zero kwai, zero yuan, zero dinero. Like it's free. And this says I'm not recording again. Someone is recording. This is the worst one ever. Hi. I don't know how YouTube you are still getting something, but you are. So I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going with my live because that's what I can do. So here we go. I am still recording. I am still live from some place I don't know of, and I'm happy about that. And I'm gonna tell you about the drawbacks of doing live streaming. I think what's happening to me right now is a pretty clear drawback. Yeah, that's a pretty clear drawback. It's things will go wrong. Things will go wrong. It's live. It's a messy. And like life, we can't edit these things out. I can't go back and make this not happen. Right now, I will say that LinkedIn does enable trimming, and so does YouTube. So that's why I like to give, for those of you who were here for the pre-live, I like to give something special to those of you who show up early, like in the pre-show. So if you've experienced yourself a mega fail, like what's happening right now, go ahead and drop those in the comments. And as promised, I'm going to share with you some of my personal fails. Some things that just ugh, are like today. They just happened. I remember when I first started, there was this big green stripe at the bottom of my screen. Or another time, I was sideways. I don't even know how that's possible. I was sideways. Another time, the police came to my door. Michelle, you were there for that one. And there is always a package delivery. In fact, I'm surprised my doorbell is not ringing right now. Ugh. Yeah. And when I first started out, my mom had an uncanny knack of calling when I was doing live streaming or an audio session. I've since learned to use and put that in my flight plan of using a blocker. But yeah, can't do a blocker with the door. Right. So aha moments. Aha moments. Let's talk about, besides watching me sweat under pressure, what's something you've heard or seen today that you don't want to forget? What's something you've seen or heard today that you don't want to forget besides me sweating? Maybe it's repurposing stuff, and that even though this is a total fail, I can still reuse it and repurpose it because it's recorded. I'm recording this live streaming. Or maybe you want to say one of your favorite fails, the sideways ones. But as I promised at the very beginning, and I think maybe perhaps the most key piece of why you're here and listening to this is the whole, but Elizabeth, is live streaming for me? Sure, the benefits sound great. The drawbacks sound horrible. But how do I know if it's for me? Is it worth it? And as promised, I'm going to give you the one simple framework that I use and that I recommend you use to know, beyond the shadow of a doubt if live streaming is for you. So I'm going to ask you to do this little exercise. I want you to get out a pen and a paper or pencil, or you can write it, you can type it, you can just think it, but just take a moment. Clear your mind. Listen to these questions and think of your answers. There's 3 questions. 1, who are you? Who are you? Write down your answer. What are the first words that come to your mind? 2, why are you here? Why are you here? 3rd and final question, what do you want? What do you want? Okay? Now reflect for a moment on those answers. I didn't ask you to write them in the comments. You can if you want, but reflect on those answers and realize this is your personal compass. This is your personal compass of what helps you make decisions. In those moments of decision, this should set your direction, not only for making a decision about live streaming, to do or not to do. No, all the things, all the things. And what I'm about to say I reflect on my compass, my personal compass, and I'll give you my answers down below. Is that in line with my personal compass? Is this action? Is this activity? Is this choice? Is this in line with my compass? If yes, then do it. If not, maybe not right now. Because live streaming is not about learning new skills. Live streaming is not about chasing shiny new objects. We don't have time for that. It's not about more work, distraction, or even becoming a content creator. Live streaming is about showing up exactly as you are, showing your skills, connecting, and starting conversations. Live streaming puts your name and face front and center to grow your business. And now is not the time to let the LinkedIn algorithm make decisions for you or for your business. Don't let others, the managers, coworkers, peers, don't let them make choices for you. This really has nothing to do with them, does it? This is about you, who you are, why you're here, and what you want. Every word, every action should support you, right? So I'm curious, were those questions, who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? Were they easy? Were they tricky? Were they surprising? I mean, how did you feel being asked those questions? And I'm checking, I'm still not on LinkedIn. How strange. How did you feel being asked those questions? And I guess, do you want to know my answers? Who am I? I'm an encourager. I am an encourager. Why am I here? I'm here to empower you. I'm here to empower you. That's what I want to do. And what do I want? I want to connect with 10 people who are live streaming curious, but aren't sure how to start. I want to co create your content. I'll do the heavy lifting for you and cut your time to launch by 75%. You want to talk about consistency? I got that. So that you can get your voice and your face front and center, connecting with the exact people who want to hear from you, who learn from you, buy from you, grow with you. And the thing is, right now they're waiting, they're scrolling, they're looking for answers that you can provide. So step up, speak up. And if you're thinking, yeah, okay, yeah, sounds good, Elizabeth, but I can't do this video streaming thing, this video. Here's something I want to read that I heard today, just today, from Alana Sparrow. Now, she was speaking about photos for executives. And, executives are people like all of us. We're all people, and they have their insecurities, they have their excuses. And she gave this advice for putting their photos out, for putting their photos and their name and their face on their company, on their product, on their posts. And she had some 4 really great tips I'd like to share with you. 1, an authentic image shows honesty and confidence. 2, gray hair, wrinkles, sags present experience. Genuine profile pictures equal genuine connections. And 4, I think this one's my favorite. Everyone's photogenic with confidence. Isn't that powerful? And again, that's from Alana Sparrow. So in closing, I'll just answer the question again. Who am I? I'm an encourager, and I'm encouraging you to answer those 3 questions. Who am I? Why am I here? And what do I want? Answer those 3 questions to set your personal compass. And if live streaming is in the next chapter of your life, let's talk. I want to be your person to help you out with that. Like it, love it. Make sure that we're connected on LinkedIn or on YouTube. Click that bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I'm sharing something that you're interested in. I'm doing LinkedIn Lives every week. And next week on Thursday, it's the secret to repurposing live video content. So it's a free workshop, and I look forward to seeing you there. Ciao.